Good morning from the National Weather Service here in Pocatello. My name is Carter, and this is your Southeast Idaho weather hazard briefing for Wednesday, November 9th. Winter weather does continue throughout the day. We'll see a rain-snow mix this morning, transitioning to all snow by this afternoon, with some Arctic cold moving in later this week. And I'll be breaking that down for you this morning. Key points we're going to focus on today. Do have a low pressure system moving directly overhead today, so a warm front this morning will help elevate those snow levels and keep those temperatures fairly warm for this morning. But as we get towards this afternoon, a cold front will keep those winds elevated and bring a return to all snow for everyone. So that afternoon cold front will bring snow levels back to valley floors. We're looking at some widespread breezy winds, generally up to about 40 miles an hour. Could see some locally higher gusts up to 40 to 50 as the fronts kind of work through our area. And we do have winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings in effect through this evening and tomorrow morning. Arctic cold and a dry air mass does return for the later part of tomorrow into Friday. We're looking at a very cold Thursday. Patchy cloudiness should help moderate those temperatures. But as we get towards Friday, we're looking at mostly clear skies for just about everyone, with near record to record low temperatures being set for your Friday morning. And with that as well, got a lot of precipitation that's fallen recently, saturating the lower levels of the atmosphere. So you could see some areas of locally dense fog and freezing fog possible the next couple of mornings. Series of weak systems move in for the weekend, so we're looking at a system around that weekend time frame. Looks like it'll hang just west of us, maybe a chance for some snow showers in the high country. And the second system early next week, again, not looking overly impressive for any type of major QPF or precipitation impacts. Mostly dry systems and just some mountain snow if we get anything. But after that, it looks like conditions will be remaining below normal as we continue into mid-November with dry weather continuing. Take a look at satellite this morning. Do have that upper level low stationed right over northern Nevada, starting to work into western Idaho this morning. And with that, lots of precipitation being funneled up from the south. And you're seeing outside today, widespread rain and valley snow, starting to work into the mountains as well for that high elevation, impactful mountain snow. And that will be transitioning to all snow as we get out of this morning into this afternoon as a cold front works through the area. And a broader picture for you. So we got that system here working in from the coast, and we have a couple more disturbances to our west. Got a couple day of break in between each one of these, but something to keep an eye on as these systems continue to work into our area. Take a look at those temperatures this morning. It's absolutely frigid as you get up towards Calgary and up towards Great Falls. Great Falls currently negative 13 degrees, negative 22 up in Calgary. Won't be getting that cold down here in Pocatello, but as far as those colder temperatures, we'll be moving in behind this air mass. So we will have that low pressure system depart to our east throughout the day tomorrow. And with that, we get the colder temperatures working in for Friday morning, especially looking at some near record to even record cold temperatures for your Friday morning. Weather and outlook for the next 5 days. Wednesday, Thursday, just mainly tracking out that system. Mix of rain and snow at lower elevations today, transitioning to all snow by the end of the day. We're looking at some breezy winds continuing, especially across the Magic Valley and South Hills through tomorrow morning, with a chance for some morning snow continuing east of the Snake Plain through Thursday morning. We're going to see a break on Friday. Again, we're looking at those cold near-record temperatures, but as we get towards Saturday and Sunday, just a chance for some snow showers in the high country as a series of disturbances pass to our west. Watches, warnings, and advisories. So do have the winter storm warning in effect for through this evening, and the winter weather advisory as well. Generally looking at additional 3 to 8 inches in the valleys, 6 to 12 in those highlighted areas in the mountains, with some higher totals as you get above 9,000 feet in the highest of terrain. Let's break down that timing for you today. So starting off with a mix of rain and snow this morning. That will be working up. So we have an organized band that's currently forming, currently in the Magic Valley this morning. That will be working its way up the Snake Plain just about for the morning commute. We're looking at a mix of rain and snow. You can see here in the precipitation type, it's kind of battling it out, will the onset be rain and then transition to snow, or will it just be a mix? But, thinking the leading edge might just be rain. We're currently sitting at about 40 degrees here in Pocatello this morning, so certainly above freezing, but as precipitation does start falling, could lower those temperatures to just around freezing to get some of that snowfall. Given those warmer temperatures, not looking at a whole lot of accumulation this morning for the Snake Plain, but certainly in the mountains where those colder temperatures exist. As we get towards midday, this low pressure system is going to be directly overhead. So what that means is a little bit of a break around midday for everybody as those snow showers shift into the higher terrain. And those wraparound snow bands will be coming back for the I-15, I-86, and I-84 corridors for later this afternoon. So you can start to see that cold front begin to work through. That will amplify precipitation rates, so could see some locally moderate to heavy snow in the this band as it works through for the later part of today. And as you can see, the darker blues there looking at more moderate to heavy snow working through Pocatello east as we get towards the later part of today. And as those lingering snow showers kind of filter out as our system tracks to the east, looking at just some outside, light snowfall, a little bit of rain mixing in there. But as colder temperatures work over the continental divide, seeing much colder temperatures as we get towards Thursday morning and especially on Friday. Take a look at those temperatures today. Not much of a spread as far as in the Snake Plain. Generally talking about the 20s and 30s for lows. Afternoon going to be in the 40s, 30s and 40s. So not a whole lot from where we're at now, but temperatures will be the warmest we're going to see today. And those low temperatures will be achieved as we get towards the later part of today especially. Wind gusts this morning, so we're already seeing wind gusts up to about 30 to 40 miles an hour across much of the Snake Plain, South Hills, and a lot of the higher elevations. Those will be shifting further south as we get towards the later part of today this evening, but this afternoon, keeping with that generally up to about 30 to 40 miles an hour threshold. As we get towards this evening, starting to see those winds get a little bit stronger as those northerly winds compete with the westerly winds there in the Magic Valley. Could see gusts up to near 50 miles an hour in the South Hills and Albion Mountains. And by Thursday morning, winds are quiet, so we're seeing a little bit of continued breeziness down there towards Burley, Oakley, and Twin Falls. But other than that, wind gusts will be below 30 miles an hour for everyone for Thursday, with quieter winds expected. Take a look at that snowfall. So this is that look from midnight tonight through the system through today to tomorrow. So we'll be seeing additional snowfall accumulations. Again, where those winter weather advisories and warnings are highlighted. Generally, those highest amounts are going to be up in our southerly upslope favored areas. So that's going to be much of the southern central mountains up through the Centennials, Island Park Basin, Bear River Range, and as you can see up through the Caribou Range and Tetons as well. Looking at a good chance for another 8 to 12 inches in the mountains. Lower elevations could stand a pretty good shot, about 4 to 8 inches. Some locally higher amounts as you get up towards Island Park especially, and as we get towards the Bear River Range as well. As far as QPF, so we're looking at rainfall as well. Not looking at a whole lot there in the Magic Valley, but certainly about a 1/4 inch to near 1.5 inches of liquid equivalent as we get through the end of the day into tomorrow. Temperatures for your Thursday. So noticeably colder Thursday morning. So we're seeing widespread temperatures in the single digits above and below zero for your Thursday morning. Warmest temperatures will be in the teens and 20s as you head further south. But by the afternoon, not warming up a whole lot. It's going to be fairly cold for your Thursday afternoon. Generally highs are going to be in the 20s to low 30s. And for Friday, there's that Arctic air we were talking about. Not going to be that negative 22 we're seeing up in Calgary, but up towards Stanley, certainly some negative double digits. And that spreads down into Sun Valley, Copper Basin, and some of those mountain drainages especially. And as you get out into the Snake Plain, temperatures are going to be in that single digits above and below zero with Pocatello, 12 degrees. So certainly feeling very cold. And as you get out of the Snake Plain, looking at single digits again above and below zero for your Friday morning. Afternoon highs going to be even cooler as you get further east, but still about 20s and 30s for your afternoon highs on Friday. And for Sunday, so we're looking at weekend temperatures now. So this is going to be on Sunday. So we have temperatures again, be in the negative single digits to above zero. With it, again, warmest locations are going to be in the low teens. And as you get out towards the afternoon hours, it looks like we're going to be in that 20s and 30s, maybe pushing some 40 degrees as you get further west. And for Saturday, got these days switched up here, but you can think with me here. So we got Saturday temperatures. We got those, morning lows again, fairly similar to where we're at, single digits above and below zero across the board, with afternoon highs in the 20s and 30s. So seeing a fairly consistent air mass as we get into this weekend, and that continues into next week as well. 6 to 10 day outlook. So you can see here we are starting to trend a little bit drier. The gift that keeps on giving will at least come to a short break as we get towards the later part of November. So this is November 14th through 18th. Looking at a period of below normal favor precipitation as those chances do shift further south into the Great Plains and Southwest, but do at least see the potential for some widespread cold conditions continuing. The entire lower 48 is below normal favored, so this is a little bit of anomalous to see the entire CONUS as far as below normal favored. Certainly nothing we've ever heard of before, but we will be having that colder and drier pattern sticking around with us once we get through these next couple systems through the middle part of November. In summer this morning, do that system moving through. It'll be moving overhead today. Got a warm front moving in this morning, helping to raise those temperatures and snow levels. So mix of rain and snow this morning, transitioning to all snow by this afternoon. We'll see a break around midday as that low transitions directly overhead. And we do have those winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings for our mountains outside of the Snake Plain continuing through tonight. Arctic cold and dry air mass does return late Thursday into Friday, keeping a track of that near record to record cold possible. So we're going to see some areas of locally dense fog as well, just given the moisture we've received in the last couple of days. Series of weak systems move in later part of this week into next, but outside of that, just keeps temperatures cold, maybe some chance for some mountain snow showers, but other than that, conditions will remain dry for just about everybody. And that wraps up your weather briefing for today, Wednesday, November 9th. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to send us an email, give us a call, or check out some information on our website. Have an awesome day.